Hello, hello, and welcome, or should I say ho, 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 Christmas cousins. I'm Cousin Chad.
And I'm Cousin Seth.
And Cousin Seth, welcome to, I think, our 202nd episode. We decided we had an episode last week. We didn't have one yet this week, and we're like, you know what we need to do? We need to catch up.
Yes.
We need to just catch up with our Christmas Cousins community, with each other. We've been catching up for about 20-something minutes before we went on air, and I wish we just recorded that because it was hilarious, although I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, Seth, I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe some of it was a bit foretelling or fortuitous. I don't know, of the future.
A little morbid, maybe. So yeah, maybe not on brand, as they would say.
Yeah, but I guess we could have saved it for a later date. I mean, the topic of conversation is going to ultimately arrive.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You can fill in the blanks, everybody. Email us at christmascousinspod@gmail.com or at Christmas Cousins. Just what are we talking about?
Yeah, that's all we
kind of do. It sounds
right.
like...
What's that, mine?
Seth's imminent demise, yeah. Waiting for the other shoe to drop on his head like an anvil. That's what it is. So, Cousin Seth,
yes. What
exactly is going on? You tell the audience, because you've had some ideas. What exactly is going on this episode?
Oh, well, we have a lot to catch up on. Yeah, you go off of our usual format of getting a Mad Lib and just kind of filling in things. It's like, yeah, that's a show idea. We'll run with that.
Well, you had some good breaking news ideas this week. You had Valentine's Day you want to discuss. Your secret project is moving forward. We have some upcoming big episodes. So those are 4 topics I'd like to hit.
Yeah.
I let you try to handle like 20 seconds, Seth. It drove me crazy. Sorry.
It's okay. It kind of threw me too because I got here earlier than you, and I added myself to the stage. And so it puts me on, for my view, on the left-hand side. And it obviously must have scrambled my brain because I'm like, wait a second. So I had to move them around. I just figured out I could do that.
I love how you showed up earlier than me when we pushed this episode back an hour because you didn't show up at the first scheduled time, but you showed up earlier than me.
Well, it's the reschedule. I showed up earlier to the reschedule.
Yes. Such a diva. For those of you who don't know, well, you wouldn't know, Cousin Seth and I were supposed to record about an hour ago. So I said, I need an hour 15 ago. I go, Seth, I need 10 more minutes because I was busy with something. He said, okay, no problem. So 10 minutes, I'm dutifully on waiting. 10 more minutes later, nothing. I start sending him what are emojis or GIFs or whatever.
Little
saying,
Ralphie.
Yeah, hello, right. Wow, Ralphie Wiggum's waving. Figured that'll get him. Then nothing. Then I start calling. Nothing. And I'm like, oh no, what happened this time with Seth? And then...
No.
And then finally, after I'd already booked my flight to Chicago to check on you, then you had called back and texted. But you're here before me and Seth the world.
Right. Yeah, I'm sick of waiting.
I'm sorry.
No, it's yes. So miscommunication. I got a call that I was not Well, I was expecting it, but yeah. So I didn't.
The call was pertaining to.
My super secret project.
Wow. Okay.
That I can't remember if we discussed it on air or it was one of those after a broadcast thing.
It's tough to say. I know sometimes we talk before and after air, and I forget what makes on air. For our purposes, let's just say we talked about it on air. Okay. Seth has a business project that he's working on. As we all know, he's a very wealthy individual, one of the world's wealthiest men, as for those of you who've been longtime fans of this show. So when he talks about business, he means business. So, Seth, your latest project, I don't know how much you want to say. The crowd is waiting. Wall Street is waiting. I know Goldman Sachs is waiting to upgrade or downgrade or do something that they do.
You want to know how much it's going to cost me?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to add it up anyway, Seth.
I have to recalculate considering you just probably killed any source of funding or grants that I may possibly be able to take advantage of. I being one of the wealthiest, incredibly wealthy.
Seth, it says here you're one of the wealthiest. Why are you applying for this?
Right. What is your job exactly? Yes. So I'm very excited.
Are you announcing this right now, Seth?
I don't know. Should I?
I think, yes. I don't know. Are you? Okay.
Well, we can talk through it. Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's,
Wow.
Yeah, this is a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes.
This is what Cousin Seth does off air all day, everybody. Here we go.
I have these conversations by myself.
By the way, for those of you who don't get to see him, he's wearing a lovely North Face beanie because he's an outdoorsy type guy. At least his wardrobe is. And what is your hoodie that you're wearing, Seth? Very important.
This is my what is it? My onion one that is long. It is faded quite a bit, but it's got the onions. We'll zip down and
from the Securical website. Okay, sorry, I just need a quick fit check there, Seth.
Yes,
and wanted to give you time to make sure you're ready to announce.
Some Nike joggers.
Oh, Nike. Now, as we know, for those of you who are listeners of the show, Cousin Seth has a vast wardrobe of ALO, or whatever that is, Lululemon, Fuwari, Nike joggers. The Lululemons are my favorite because, it shows your midriff and everything, Seth.
Thank you.
Those are very nice, yes. But I digress. Sorry, you were talking. I wanted to give you a little bit of time. Make sure you're really ready to announce your big project. If you're not, you're not. It's fine.
Yeah. I think it has a name and it's a legal entity, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're finalizing some details, but yeah, I am going to. Let's see. I guess over the past year or so that
listening, baby,
my
baby, the Chihuahua
is very excited.
Yes.
So throughout my romance with Mrs. X, we have been traveling, taking a couple trips actually to South Haven, Michigan. I know I've talked about it.
Michigan. We have on air where one of your date number 5, I believe, was where you guys took the long drive.
I think it was 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was really early on.
Because we covered it. That was one of your first big dates where you guys drove out of town. That was to South Haven, correct?
It was. Absolutely.
Oh, very
Absolutely.
Nice. Yes.
So,
okay.
So yeah, we went up a couple other times and then we went with some of the younger ones and one weekend and saw some land in a building out there and we kind of all started talking and just had this idea and I love
when the ultra rich see a land in a building and have ideas. I see a land in a building. I'm like, someone has that building and that land. But you're like, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy the whole thing. We'll rename it Seth Haven. Yeah, Seth Haven.
Yeah, we're not talking like downtown or midtown Manhattan or anything like that. We're talking like a parcel of land out in the middle of Michigan, Southwest Michigan. So.
Yeah. Still something.
Very nice, yeah.
Baby doesn't care. My Chihuahua baby's sitting on my lap and fell asleep during
she's so
story.
Cute. She's
so
like,
rude, baby.
Another one of these.
Yeah, enough of this guy.
She's like, I heard it when I was there.
Yeah, really. All Seth all the time, baby. Here we go. Okay, so Seth Haven, Michigan.
Seth Haven, Michigan. Yes, so that we're in the process of changing the name currently. But no, I had the idea with others, although it's all falling on me. This whole work thing that you've been talking about over the past 2 years. And production. Yeah, so
it's tough when it all falls on one person, isn't it? Yeah, Shay.
It really is.
Seth's never been on that side of the coin.
I was like, what do you mean I don't just show? I just wake up and show up.
Can't Cousin Chad open this business for me and just like send me check? I'll go in and do the ribbon cutting.
Okay, perfect. Well, Lee already said he would go.
Oh, I would like to come in. When you open, I'm gonna try to come in for it. That would be fun.
So what it is called Recharge South Haven.
Wow.
And what that
Recharge South Haven. Wow, yes, we've got a name. Everybody.
It is a cafe, grocery, and eventually we'll have EV charging.
Wow, EV charging.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
So,
oh, yeah, plug it in.
Yeah, so for all you EV drivers out there. And don't worry, we'll have regular parking spots for everyone else as well. So
you don't have to have a $100,000 car to shop there, is what Seth is saying.
No, not all EVs are $100,000.
He would just prefer that you did, that's all.
It makes no difference to me. I got to charge the same, or I get paid the same for the electrical.
Interesting. So Recharge was a place where you can recharge and your car can recharge. This is very futuristic. This is like Knight Rider, Seth.
Yes, absolutely.
Is Kit the car? Is that one of your partners? Is that one of the financial backers?
Yeah, so I really did my research. I was just like, I wanted to find, like, you're still around. Set some value left in the car.
Okay, so what has to take place in order for this to happen? Because it's an announcement. I know you've been working very hard on it. I'm excited for you. I love this idea. We've been kicking ideas around too when you've asked just for my thoughts on things, just whatever.
You've been a great sounding board for it. Yeah,
okay. Thank you.
You've been going to baby.
Yes, that's it. I shake baby like a little magic 8-ball. It's like, try again, Seth. She.
Well,
yeah. So what has to happen?
It was better than my idea from many years ago. I don't know if you remember. We were.
Oh no.
Our children were very young. And we were out visiting you guys. It was when you were living in Wrightsville Beach.
Okay.
And we're sitting out there on your patio. It was really beautiful. We're sitting, and I was telling you about this idea that I had, like when my daughter was very young or a baby. It was swaddling. It was kind of like a hybrid of like swaddling and affixing the child to the mattress so they wouldn't roll around.
I remember this. Yes.
I think, I don't know how well of a explanation or description I gave of it, but what turned you off, and I think probably would have to many, was the name of it.
What was it called?
I named it after my daughter because obviously the inspiration for it. Her name is Sydney, but a Sydney would be weird, so I shortened it to Sid. So the Sid sack.
So right. Oh, no.
It was an awful. Thankfully, we never put anything more than that conversation, a couple beers into it.
That would have been the worst infant product name ever. Oh my
absolutely. I mean, it would have been a different spelling, but still. So.
Yeah, that's really funny. Oh my gosh.
I was just thinking about that the other day. So, and like, all
you
right.
had a lot of good ideas. Can I say your potato idea? That was a good one. Or you might still want that, so maybe I should.
I would still love to do it.
Okay.
There's a couple detractors, but
yeah. Okay. Well, you had a great name and a great idea. But anyway, this one we're hoping comes to fruition, unlike the Sid sack.
Well, yeah, absolutely. This one is going to be, it's going to help and benefit many. But
yes, all of humanity, I think. You might finally get your Nobel Peace Prize from Recharge.
I'm hoping.
Long overdue, if you ask me.
It was either this or the podcast.
That's right.
One of them. We got that nod for the podcast.
And we are 2-time Ratty Award winners, Seth. Let's not forget. We've won some awards, some official awards. That's right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, audience. Forgot to announce the audience. They're here for a big day. By the way, under your seats, audience, coupons for Recharge. That's right. Absolutely. Coupons under your seats.
There you go.
That's a mild clap because they're seeing they're only 5% off their purchase of $1,000 or more. So, okay, well, it's a new business, guys. Support it. Jeez.
Right. We're seasonal. We're going to be a seasonal. No, actually, we'll be open all year round, but
open year round, everybody. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe. So anytime if somebody, you won't be like, if somebody wants to come see you in person, how do they know when you will be there? I guess you haven't worked those logistics out yet.
Well, at least for the first couple of seasons, I will be there a lot, if not all the time.
Wow. This is huge. I'll always know where to find you.
Something down. Yeah. There will. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. I haven't quite figured out
how to open the door, turn on the coffee machines, make the coffee, what the menu
any of this stuff. But no, there's a lot that goes into it. And originally, I said it came up with the idea. It was an inaugural season was going to be in 2026. But so this might be a little ambitious, but I just spoke to somebody, which is why I had to put this off a little bit. But I think it might be.
We should have had them on air, negotiated it live on air.
Right.
The person you were talking to.
Well, it was interesting in our conversation. We were talking about this, like social media and stuff like that. And I told her, I'm like, I have a podcast and stuff like that. And
A podcast,
Yeah.
see? Okay, let me look it
Right.
up. Let's see what...
When I told her the name, I actually was able to remember.
Okay, was she a fan?
She hadn't heard of it. I was like, I don't know how this is going to work.
Wait, she's Googling it. I hear I'm reacting. Let's see, here we go. She's Googling it. She's tuning in now. Okay, what's the... Oh, no, I can't. Wait. What is this show? I can't release to this guy. What the heck?
No, what have I done?
Hello, Seth. I've rethought our negotiations.
What is
Bye-bye,
it, Gertrude? Hello, Gertrude. How's it going?
So anyway, I'm sorry. That's how I played out in my mind. When she Googles it later.
Right. She's like, oh, that's a Cousin Seth.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do ask, sometimes you ask your Alexa who you are, who Cousin Seth is on Alexa, and get different answers all the time. So she might be doing that right now.
Absolutely. We're talking. She's very nice. And she's like, she's like myself, she's like, you have a lot of ideas. I was like, oh, do I?
He does.
She's like, well, I'm like thinking of myself, probably not a lot of them grounded in reality, but
oh, he's an idea man. It's the implementation part and execution. So that is really exciting. I'm excited for you. You seem very happy. This is something you've been looking for in a long time, an outlet, because you can't stay home and just count your money all day. You want to be in with the people.
Yeah, I love it there. I say I love the vibe in the summertime, even in the winter when I've been going up there recently, and it's great. It's just this idea, and other people ask, why don't you do it closer to home? I'm based out of Northwest Chicago suburbs, and I don't think it would work here. But the great thing about South Haven, there's a nice little downtown. It's very quaint. It's right on the beach, and it's beautiful. And
yeah, I mean, you like it. That's why you don't want to do it there in Chicago.
Yeah,
right. You're not doing it in New York City.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like there's a bubble there. It's a little tropical climate. It's like, all year round. It's but yeah, when it's nice weather, it's great. Everybody comes out, and it's
this is exciting. I hear everybody running over right now. Right. Are you going to be serving eggnog?
I did think about that. I mean, we will. I say we'll be open. Yeah, I was open around at Christmas time and stuff like that, and because it's great because a lot of people come in.
People are going to be trying to get in.
Right. Well, and people come into town for the Christmas and then New Year's. They do something downtown, and then what is it? There's not a lot of gunfire. Maybe out there. It is a little on the farther remote areas. But yeah, and then they just have this Icebreakers festival that just happened, so it draws a lot of people out, and so yeah, it's
so that's fun. So they have a lot of winter festivals. So you would be a part of all this, we hope. Okay. Yeah. So this is amazing.
That is my hope. So yeah, I'm working on some location. Concern. What's that?
Selfishly now, there's a lot of people here where I am in the American South that really look forward to your trips to come visit. And we're all very, very, very nervous. I mean, we all had a conclave the other day discussing the possible breaking news that you would be too busy to come visit.
Well, I will be busy. Yes, that is a word that I'm familiarizing myself with. Not just filling busy time. But we will come out. It will. It's not gonna. It wouldn't be like a super long visit, but we will. I have promised my daughter that we would. I know how. Because
my daughter is asking, as well, what your plans were. So I said, I'll just ask Cousin Seth on air. That makes him more uncomfortable and it's more entertaining.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Is this a spring break trip, perhaps?
Couldn't do spring break. I'm going to be with Mrs. X.
Which segues us beautifully into our next segment, Cousin Seth Life Update.
Life Update.
Here we go. So, Cousin Seth, where are you going to be spring break?
Myself.
And more breaking news.
Lady X will be in Paris, France.
Paris, France. Wow. Yes. Now, this is amazing. Paris, France. Have you been there before?
When I was like 10 years old.
I knew you then.
You did. You did. I don't remember much about it. Yeah, we took a little European vacation, the Greenwald's European vacation.
What was that when you won Pig in a Polk? You won the game show.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was. Well, I tell you, yeah, I don't remember Paris so much. I have very, very distinct memories of the south of France, the beaches, particularly Nice. And
I was in Nice with you later on as well, if you recall. On the way to Monte Carlo, we were in Nice. Yes.
Yes. Although we didn't. Right. I don't think we saw the same sights that I saw when I was 10.
I don't know. I wasn't there and you were 10. We were about, what were we? Early 20s, I guess, when we were in Europe together.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that cruise, the Mediterranean cruise.
Yeah, Nice and Monte Carlo. Yeah.
Did you
forget about that one?
No. I have fond memeries of that trip.
Oh, you do you? Oh, yeah, your Dutch buddy Kurt, remember him?
Oh, right. The wine. I was thinking of with the girl from Kentucky and the what is it? The Spaniards, not the conquistadors. A bunch of these, the Spanish, say at the time, the Spanish kids from the northern Basque country. Mm-hmm. And
said, you speak Castilian.
Castilian, yes. It was so fantastic. And they were all blown away because at the duty free or whatever shop before you get on the ship, I bought 2 boxes of box sangria. Like, that's the way to impress people in Spain, get box sangria. I had that, and yeah, that was a great trip.
I remember you partying with that whole group and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's it was a lot of fun.
We'll have to do a full recap, pull some pictures and do a recap and share with everyone. That was fun. Yeah, Seth and I are widely traveled.
Yeah.
Especially Seth, but I'm saying where we've been to some places together, a few places, which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sicily. That was also, now Cousin Seth was there, and I was there with my wife, who wasn't my wife yet. My brother was there with his, I don't know if they were married yet or not. And basically, we were all fighting to see who Cousin Seth would hang out with, which couple. That's how the whole time in Europe went, to see who could win Cousin Seth's attention. So, yeah, that's how it went. And is that incorrect? Pretty much.
No, but I felt that I spread it around nicely.
You did, so. Yeah. We wouldn't even let the other cousins vie for your attention, the girl cousins. We were like, Seth's come with one of us. That's how I think
everybody was coupled up too. Well, I was not.
You were not, you were with the Castilians.
The Castilians, yeah.
But that's for another episode, Seth. That's possibly for an After Dark episode. Sangria, Basque country, Dutch. Your Dutch friend, was it Kirk? Kurt? Remember that guy?
Kirk.
You still keep in touch with him?
It's been a while. I don't know what he's up to.
He looked like a Dutch Charlie Brown, did he not? If I recall correctly.
Well, he had hair.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Three hairs.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, we digress. Look, it's the off season, everybody. This show is all about Cousin Seth's journey following the holidays, but this is part of him on holiday, his other plans. This is all part of the journey. And the reason his eyes are opened up to these possibilities in the world are from the spirit he has found through this show. So bear with us, please, if you're wondering where we're going. I don't know where we're going either.
Right. There's got to be an end point.
We went from Chicago to South Haven to Nice. So far, we're covering a lot of ground.
Yeah.
So you're going to Paris with Mrs. X.
I am.
Then what are you doing for Valentine's weekend? This is your first or second Valentine's together. You just met last year, right?
Yeah. So this will be our first Valentine's together.
Okay.
As crazy as that may seem. Yeah, because it was a little wonky. It was a wonky about 8 days or 7 days.
Well, you just met, so it would have been weird to meet and go right into Valentine's Day, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably was the thinking at the time.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to do this.
No.
Yeah, so absolutely got all this. So we are. So I'm going to make dinner at her house on Friday because notoriously going out on, say, New Year's or Valentine's Day to one of your preferred restaurants are usually crap, or the service something falls off.
So you're making her dinner at her house? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. I did.
Absolutely.
She does have a very beautiful stove.
She does. She absolutely.
Thing looks like it belongs in a 5-star kitchen right there.
And,
Michelin kitchen.
Yeah. It doesn't get a lot of use. So it's, but I get over there from time to time.
Seth will send me an innocuous picture. And what I do is I make the picture bigger and I study every single detail in there, like the Zapruder film. And then I send back questions. Oh, Viking, I see. With prices and guesses. It's like Price is Right. It's fun.
Yeah, you price out my entire life.
I do. I like to, yeah. Can you zoom in on that guitar behind your head? I just need to get it. I'm going to sell it to Norm's Rare Guitars. Shout out to Norm on Howard Stern. That was the coolest thing, him calling
That was. Cool. Yeah. Like right after you recommended that documentary on Netflix.
I know. Our worlds were colliding. We've got to go. We've got to go to Norm's Rare Guitars. That would be awesome.
Well, we have a place to stay.
Uncle Denny's?
Maybe a park bench, but yeah, or Uncle Denny. No, Uncle Denny. I think I want to stay. It's
park bench will work.
Yeah, or Cousin Austin. He got a place. So
okay.
It's Okay. So I'm sure he'd let us crash on his couch or something.
All right, we're still young enough to crash on couches, I guess, if we need, right?
Yeah. Well, it's I'm looking forward to a summer of that. Yeah, I still haven't figured out my living situation for this summer in South Haven.
I was going to say, is there a back room in the place, but you're not exactly sure of location yet, so you don't know.
Well, no. So I have use of a location, not to live there. They have facilities and stuff that I could use, and if I have to store any equipment, but the place that I'll possibly be operating out of, which is an amazing location, best location ever. I couldn't stay there.
Right.
Even though,
well, it'll be exciting. You do what you need to do. If you need to crash in your car, back of Porny's truck, whatever, like there's a lot of options.
It was not Porny's truck.
That's what's fun about these adventures. Okay. But these adventures are fun. It's not. Okay. I was trying to help move on for you after I brought it up.
You know what? That truck was totaled, actually.
It was? Oh, no.
Yeah. I was in the back of it.
When it got totaled?
Yeah. So we were in Denver. I was
the car exploded.
Not quite. Excuse me. So we're in Denver. I was living in Grand Junction at the time. And my friend, I didn't have a car at school, I don't think ever. Well, until like my junior or senior year or whatever. Yeah. So we're in Denver, and we go to my friend Brandon wants to get his septum pierced, the bull ring kind of piercing and stuff like that.
Sure, of course.
So we're.
Did you ever have your nose pierced?
I did. It's funny. In high school, I did for like a minute. And then to say to her credit, but my girlfriend at the time, her mom looked at me. She's like, "You don't have the nose for it." I'm like, I'm like, "You're right," and she was right. It was not. It was not the nose for it.
Hold that thought for 1 second. Hold down the fort for a second.
Yeah, I think my daughter hang on. Oh no, I can't. All this is on me. Well, give everybody a little taste of what it's like. I don't know where to keep going. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on Colorado. This really is awkward. I don't know how people can do this by themselves. This is a side that, well, Chad probably got brief little ramblings or little updates and stuff like that.
How'd that go, Seth?
Hey, you're going to be editing.
Oh no! No. My daughter was locked out. She just got home, so I had to let her in. Yeah. What I missed? Oh wow! I can't wait.
So I didn't go too much in the story. I didn't know if I should continue on or.
That's right.
Yeah, I thought I'd give everyone a little peek at what goes on when it's just me by myself talking, but. I didn't get far enough into it. I just trailed off, so I gave a little taste of that.
This episode's great. I like it. Did it sound like this?
It did. It was kind of like I watched you walk out the door, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "That's why people do this with other people."
This is our most casual episode so far, I believe, because it's just kind of free flow. Well, we do have to cut it short soon, so. We have covered a lot, and we've covered nothing all at once, which is quite impressive. We covered your big announcement, Paris trip, our Europe trip, Valentine's Day plans, exploding cars, and then we're right back where we started. We do have to talk about. We do have coming up. I believe it's the first or second week in March is Seth's Tribunal, as we're calling it now, I think, where we discuss if you graduate or not, which is going to be fantastic. He's right now a seasonal sophomore. Is he going to be a jolly junior? Is he going to be a festive freshman? We have Judge Bran from Deck the Hallmark all signed up and ready to be the judge of it. You've got people to represent you. You've got people to prosecute you, all to decide. And at the end, I do believe, Seth, we have secured we discussed a firing squad. So if need be, they're ready to, they have bad aim. Don't worry, Seth.
Yeah,
they're ready
I thought it was a little severe, but I guess you got to take my chances, I guess.
I know. That's why I have backup cousins in case, they don't miss.
Again, I think I'm going to present a strong case, or my representative. I mean, can I? Yeah, I can. I have a representative. It's Bob from the Festive Foreign Films.
I know,
podcast.
and I'm waiting to make sure he can make that date. Otherwise, we'll have to move things around. But I know his whole argument was if the ornaments don't fit, you must acquit. Is that correct, Seth? Am I giving away too much?
No, absolutely.
Okay. What about the bloody Santa hat that they found at the scene?
That's handled in a different court.
All right, I see. A lot of DNA evidence going on there. Excellent. Well, Seth, this was a fun episode.
Yeah, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Oh, we never asked me.
Yeah.
It's a good question. We don't really do. I don't know. We'll hang out. We'll hang
it's
out
a different situation.
Yeah,
you guys
we've
are
been
married.
Yeah. Well, we do. I do want to honor cousin wife Leslie, but we've been married 22 or so years. So Valentine's Day, we're not going to go out Valentine's night, but I'll have some special things for her that day. I'm sure some flowers and things, and then I don't know what we're going to do. Probably
22 years. Unbelievable.
So. Be 23 in July, I believe. Yeah.
That's so funny because I just threw out that stat when I was telling that person about the show. I'm like, I was explaining. I'm like, we both grew up Jewish, my cousin and I, and then he married, his childhood sweetheart and stuff. And, he fell into Christmas and loved it. And
I was the festive freshman once, Seth. I was where you are now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. So it's been a long journey for me as well. We should start podcasting 22 years ago. We'd have 80 million listeners, not 40 million.
I know.
Fascinating.
We'll get there.
Is this person now listening to the podcast?
I don't know. I don't know.
Excellent.
Maybe they will. Maybe they
follow up. Speaking of, if you're still listening, give us some reviews. I don't know why, Seth, we have a lot of listeners. We do not... We don't have reviews coming in, though. So we'd like some more reviews, please. We're putting our heart and soul out there, or at least Seth is. I'm just letting the conversation move along. He asked me one question. I deflected it. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, moving right along. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Right. Who does it anymore at this point?
That's right. So anyway, no, I don't want to give away my plans on air, lest Cousin Leslie listen. That's right. That's big plans. Big plans. Oh, yeah. But anyway, everybody, thank you. Seth, we have some big other episodes. You do have an idea coming up where we're going to talk about some off-topic things as well.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we'll just do that. We'll just have to do it because we've kind of run out of time here. Unless you want to say.
We could, I guess, give a quick teaser. So, I'm going to do a series of a couple episodes that I host, and Chad translates and interprets what I'm saying. And we cover a couple just different things that we enjoy, everything from music, travel, surfing, activities, hobbies. Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
So this is going to be off-season, out-of-context series, basically.
Yeah.
I like it.
Out of context, very disorganized and off the cuff.
Okay, so we'll keep the theme going of Seth's journey and everything, but we're going to branch out, have some fun with these episodes, and say, well, now we're going to talk about things that are beyond the holiday life, and people can tune in or not. We've 40 million something listeners. If 30 million tune in, okay, fine.
Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, absolutely.
That's fine. Okay. I like it. I think it's good. Yeah. I think, I mean, we could do a whole episode on Cousin Seth, the Colorado years, Cousin Seth, the Seaside Heights years, Cousin Seth in Europe, Cousin Seth's nose ring, Cousin Seth's Doc Martens. I think we've covered the Doc Martens. Cousin Seth's punk rock history. We've kind of covered a little of that too. Did we ever do your Snoopy tattoo?
We did. Well, you don't remember that?
I think I do.
It's so
Great
long
episode.
ago.
If you've missed it,
You're
look
never
up.
going to believe it.
Seth learns about his own tattoo episode, one of the classics of all times. That's it. Seth, thank you for joining me. I do have to run. Everyone, thank you for joining. Hit us up at Christmas Cousins Pod or christmascousinspod@gmail.com. Thank you. Interesting episode. And we'll be back soon with some Cadbury egg tasting, some Trader Joe's spring tastings, Seth's Tribunal episode, maybe some Easter things, maybe the off-topic things. As soon as Seth says, hey, here's a topic I want to run with, we're going to run with it. Maybe for next week. We'll see. So you let me know, Seth. You know my number. You know my number.
I do.
Dun, 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 you know my number. What's that song? The Sublime one? That's my number. It's a cover. That's my
40. What's my number?
What's my number, babe? I know that's a cover, but that's a good one. Anyway, we digress. Thank you, audience.
Thank you all.